and we might be back in this game. Jeonbuk has scored and the comeback may just have started.
Oh yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to Ulsan, where in today's episode it's an away day for us. We've got 2 games coming up. The first episode back from Christmas. Hopefully you had a good festive period if you have been celebrating. In terms of what we've got coming up in this episode, as I said, it's an away day for us. We've got the Hyundai derby. We come up against Jeonbuk Hyundai against Ulsan Hyundai. It's going to be a very, very good game. They are one of our rivals. Yeah, as you can see there, quite a fierce rival. It's considered not a derby, but it is considered quite a fierce rivalry. In that game, we go away there in their stadium, which I assume is quite big, 42,000 seater. They are quite a big team. Have won Champions Leagues in the past quite recently as well, if I'm not mistaken. They won one back in 2016, and the last one quite a long time before that in 2006. So clearly a very good team. We're familiar with them at this point. And then we go away after in the league to Daejeon. That game against Jeonbuk is the game in the Korean FA Cup. I think if we win this game, we can go and win the whole title, like the whole thing. I think it will be wrapped up for us. If we're going to take a look at the bracket for the quarter final, we would play either Seoul or Daejeon. I feel like if we beat Jeonbuk, then there's no reason why we can't beat the others. We've got, they're in 3rd and 5th, but if we're clearly showing that we can play well, then I think we can go on and make it. We just have to get past these teams in this hard side of the bracket. And then Daejeon, who find themselves in 5th, as you can see there, we find ourselves in 1st place, 7 points clear at the top of the table against our actual rivals in the Pohang Steelers there. As you can see, 7 points clear with an exceptional goal difference. It's been a very good period for us since last time out. These 2 games here, we've had 6 wins in a row: 3-2, 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 5-1, 2-1. Some big wins against the Pohang Steelers, Jeonbuk as well. Overall, it's been very, very impressive what we've been doing, and hopefully that can continue today. The first game of the day, let's get straight into it, against Jeonbuk. So the team for this game against Jeonbuk starts with Yang in goal. We've got a backline of Seo, Jung, Lee and Garcia, Park, Lee Hyung-ju and Lee Jae-sung in the middle. We've got Melly playing on the left today, Yum on the right and Kim up top. Kick-off here in this game against Jeonbuk is going to be a very interesting game. This is a game which I think we will see probably before the end of the season. We are getting to around halfway through the season, and with it being the 3rd episode, we're making good progress. We've done very well. We have done very, very well. It's been largely impressive, much better than I felt like we would do. I thought we could get a top 3. I was quite confident, but this title push has been something that I don't think it's necessarily because of how we were going to come and manage and stuff. I just don't think the squad was in a position to go and challenge for it. They've had a struggling few years, and that's why I thought that they weren't in a position to do it. But clearly they've shown that there's some decent players, and we've definitely seen some very good players. The ball floating around here, and there is a free kick for us in the end. It has been interesting so far to see these talents that we have. The likes of Kim, who's doing really, really well. The midfield has got some interesting prospects in there. Here's Melly down this left side. He is playing on that left side today. Gonzalez does miss out, and we have been trying him there for the last few games. He's not had a bad few games, to be fair. Here's Seoul with a shot cutting in from the left back position, and he's not able to convert in the end. But yeah, we have a very interesting team considering we made no signings in the summer. It's something that's been typical to our our transfer policy overall. I think we've done alright despite that fact. So overall, can't complain. I would like to get this result here, to be honest. So we have a good chance at competing for a cup. I mean, there was obviously that time where we were 10 semi-finalists like 10 years in a row or 11 years, but I think it's a case of we've had different focuses since then. It was 10 years, I think, with Tromsø. We'd have to figure it out, Tromsø and Shakhtar, but we'd have to figure out how long it's been since then. I don't even know the last time we made a semi-final. It's been forever. It's been forever since we made one. But if we can go and do it here, we've got the very tough side of the bracket. But you feel if we can win this, why can't we go and beat the next team? We're either in Daejeon or Seoul. We've already beaten teams like that. I mean, the only team we've lost to all season is the Pohang Steelers in that derby day. We fumbled under the pressure a little bit. A very good team, multiple times Champions League winners, but it just wasn't our day. But what's stopping us making that semi-final and final, and then potentially going on and winning this cup, and then going on and winning the league? It's things we have to consider. It is things we have to consider, but at the end of the day, I think we're in a very good position, and we can't complain, but we might not be in a very good position here if we concede this penalty. 50 minutes gone, we need a big save from Yang here. The player steps up, Yang is sent the wrong way. That is 1-0 for Jeonbuk, and it looks like we might have to try a few different things if we want to come away with the result in this game. 55 minutes gone, and it's 1-0 down. We can make changes. We've got players on the bench. We've got Martin Adam who can come on if Kim's not going to have a big game here. It is a big game. We might not have a full stadium here today, but we want to get that win against a team, in the Hyundai derby. It's not often you hear that. We would like to get that win. Here's a Yom down this right side. He could play a ball in behind to Kim or whoever is there. It's a loose ball, and we lose out in the end. Now Jeonbuk are going to look to come and attack, but Garcia does well to win that back. It's into Lee, to the other Lee. Can he look to square? He might even go all the way himself. Jae-sung Lee to the edge of the area. Hyun-jun Lee, he's put it over. How unlucky is that? We've got to convert that in the end, really. It's a good ball pulled to the edge of the area, but he's not able to convert. In the end, it looks like Jeonbuk have been the better team, and I think we need to go and make some changes, give ourselves some fresh ideas. I'm going to put Melly in at left back, and then I want to bring on, I think we bring on Eon to that left side there. I want to bring Adam on, but he is kind of he's returning from injury. I'll bring him on. I don't think Kim's had his best game here. We'll make those 3 changes. We've still got quite a bit of time in this game. After all, we only do need an equaliser just so we can force it into extra time, where if we go in with 3 changes, then you'd argue we're in a much better position to go on and win the game than this Jeonbuk team. If we do lose, it would only be our second loss, and it would be really frustrating because I feel we can get a result here. It's a bit of defending required on that far side. It's Adam who's going to put up a bit of a press. Will we win this ball back, or will it be in behind for another Jeonbuk chance? It's not going to be. It falls back to Lee. Garcia now in the right back position. Lovely ball to pick out Yom, and in behind Martin Adam is running. Can he be picked out? It's into Hyun-ju Lee, into Yom on this left side. He shoots. What a save it is. Why is he not going to cross the goal there? I kind of get going near post, but at the same time he can easily wrap that around, get a bit of power behind it. But I guess not in the end. 15 minutes left in this game. There's a ball into the middle. Who's going to get up for it? None of our players do. It's Ji-sung Yom. Back to Garcia. Can he look to square it? He's taking his time. He's offside in the end. Might just be one of those days for us. Why is it always when we come on camera we're starting to lose games? 6 games in a row we've won off camera, but when we come on camera the luck is just not there. We even won the warm-up game, like the game, the first game of the day. You'll know about the curse if you've been here a long time, and we won that as well. It might not be enough here. There's one final chance potentially in this game. Can we look to go and win it back? It's into the midfield for Jeonbuk. Iyom is on the end of that. He's advancing. Can he look to square it? He might go all the way himself. It's into the hands of the keeper. Straight into the hands. We have to do better there. That might be the story of our day. The full-time whistle is going to go shortly in this game, and that is very, very frustrating. And the team for this game against Daejeon, we've got a bit of rotation. It starts with Yang in goal, backline of Melly, Jung Lee and Kim. We've got Hojin Jung in the middle. It's Hyunjun Lee, Jae-sung Lee in the middle as well. We've got Gonzalez back on the left, Eom on the right and Kim up top. Kick-off here in this game against Daejeon off the back of what was a very, very frustrating game for us, really. It's a shame. It is a shame, but what can we do? I guess we get the benefit of full focus on the league now. It just feels like we're having a first game curse. when we don't. Why do we deserve it? I don't know why. I play my game before, always. I've always done it since we used to have the curse wherever it was, where we would just lose the first game every time. I always play my game before that I come on for the recording, and it always used to, or recently helped us. But I guess not, as we go 1-0 down here in this game as well. 2 out of 2 losses potentially on the cards for us on camera. How frustrating would that be? I couldn't put it into words really. How annoying. But we'll have to see. We've got a long time remaining in this game. There's a chance to do something. It's a header wide. It's annoying really, because in that game as well, I feel like we were the better team. We just let them into the game. I mean, they won by a penalty, so we basically gifted them the win with that penalty, and we just didn't take our chances, and overall that, combined and led to us losing that game, which is very frustrating. It is very, very frustrating, but I guess we have to move now. We get that benefit, as I said, of full focus on the league. It might not even matter because the gap is closing. If we lose today, it's 4 points. Pohang are not losing, they're winning 1-0 and we are losing. So it applies that pressure, it's just added pressure. We have to hit a bad spell of form eventually, I guess, but as I say, once again, in the cup, they expected us to get to like a semi-final, and that's fair. I feel like we could have. We had a tough side of the bracket, and we could have done well, but we've not taken advantage of it. And now we lose out on the chance to win a trophy. Might be less games, but the pressure's on in the league to perform as well. We're away here against Daejeon, slightly rotated team. Will we get a result? It might not be. If we go 2-0 down here in this game, how frustrating. We're going to have a lot of work to do in this second half if we want to come away with a result. We'll have to see. We're going off a few words of encouragement, going to half time, give them a bit of a dressing down, and hopefully we can come out better in this second half. We can bring on a Dam, probably our best resort in this game. If we want to find something, we have a chance here. It's to the back post. We struggled away from home. It has been 2 away days, in all fairness to us, but at the same time we've just not risen to the standards that we've set for most of this season, and we only have ourselves to blame for that really. So it's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating, but at the end of the day we'll go and learn. Hopefully it will be a better episode next time out, so we can get some wins on camera. We dropped points last time. We did get a win, a very comprehensive win at that, but it would be nice to win against some big teams as well. In behind, Ayom has the shot, and we might be back in this game. Ayom has scored, and the comeback may just have started. 50 minutes gone away from home against this Daejeon team. A win here, I mean, even a point would take us 5 points, so it's not the worst. In our next few games, we can go and take a look who we play. We play against Seoul, which will be a good game to open that gap up a bit more. Busan, who we can get a result against. Jeju, who we can get a result against. Jeonnam, who are not having their best season. And then Gimcheon. So after these 2 games, really, it should be 12 points. And then we have Pohang, which, if it's first and second by then, that could be the next episode. If it's first and second, then that could be a deciding, well, not a deciding point, because we still have quite a lot of time. We actually play every team 3 times, I believe it is. It might even be more. Yeah, no, it is every team 3 times. I don't know how the home and away works, but I guess it does. I mean, one team you'd have to play twice at home and twice away with a lot of teams, and you would want some teams will have to have more home games than away games, or more away games than home games, which seems like a bit of a disadvantage, but I'm sure they've got it all figured out. But I don't know how particularly that works. But yeah, that could be a very important game, decisive game. Where how many games are we in now? If we go and take a look, it's like 17. Yeah, 17. So say we're 20 games in. Obviously we go into the groups and stuff, but 20 games in, 22 games in, say that's the 22nd game, right, and we've got 11 games left after that. If we open up a gap of 7 points, then we're on a good track. We will have to obviously play them in the group. There would be like 11 remaining. There'd be 18 games, but to have a 7-point gap at this point, it wouldn't be the worst. Can we get a goal to tie up this game here? I think we're going to make some changes. We're not spoiled for choice. I'm going to bring Ludwigsen onto that right side. Centre back will go and bring on Park, give him some minutes there at the back. He is one of our obviously young prospects in this team, but we'll give him the minutes. I don't think it'll do him too bad. And then I want to bring on to the other wing, Gonzalez off. He can't play the whole game. And then we'll go and change the whole attack. We need something a little bit different. It's not working too bad. I think we've been better in the second half, but we just need to change it up a little bit. Here's Yom into Lee, into Kim, into Gonzalez. Lovely bit of play. Gonzalez squares it. Lee with the effort. It's just over the bar. That's been the story of our episode, really. We have been very, very wasteful. It's got to improve. It's got to improve the final moments of this game. Are we going to get an equaliser, or will it be a very frustrating day's work? 5 minutes remaining. There's a chance here on that far side. We've made all our changes now. For the remaining part of this game, it's a ball into the middle, back post. Eon with the header. He's put it wide. How unlucky have we been in this episode? Absolutely insane. But I guess we come back from here, and then we've had the 2 days off. We've got one episode tomorrow, then 2 days off where we'll be streaming over on twitch.tv/MattovFM, and then the return next week where hopefully we win the league. Jeonbuk with an F, he's at the crossbar. It's just been one of those. We've had the few days off. They want to curse us a bit. The league has cursed us a bit, and we will come back. It can't get worse. We have to have these hard times to make it a little bit easier in the future. It sets up a very interesting few days, but the full-time whistle is going to go, and it's 2 out of 2 losses. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.